Are you trying to build the best team in Madden? Well, head on over to instantmutcoins.com. Avoid the packs, save the racks. Link in the description below. Use code CC for 15% off. Hey, what is going on, Madden family? We are here with another gameplay. This one was a weekend league game against my guy DUBBY. If you do not know who DUBBY is, he streams a lot. His YouTube as well. I'm going to put the links to both of those things down below. Go over, show the man some love. We had a game on weekend league where we just matched up randomly. Okay, we just matched up randomly, and I figured this was as good a time as any to be testing myself. He does not like the way I play. I play very like to run the ball. I like to take the clock. I'm gonna take what you give me is what I like. You know, he wants to just pass all the time, and that's cool. But what this was a really good example for was the pass defense, which should be live now on Madden Turf in the Kansas City Chiefs defensive ebook. It's an update. If you already had the Chiefs ebook, you should already have access to it. So if you want to get that, go over maddenturf.com, use code CC, save some money. Now let's hop into this game right quick here. So we are here at kickoff. I'm going to be walking us through the game, talking us through the game from my perspective here. This is obviously not live. It's not live, obviously. See, look, I'm not kicking, right? You know, if you guys enjoy this sort of CC versus pros sort of idea that we have here of breaking down these games, you know, by all means, it really helps me out. If you guys want to drop a subscription on the channel, you want to drop a like on this video, on every video, you want to leave comments, all sorts of stuff, go for it. So we are running New England on offense. We're actually running multiple D on defense here, but we're going to be running 3-3-5 a lot here, and what we're trying to go on now. I'm going to skip around a bit during this video, and that's okay because some of this goes a little slow, but he's running man, he's running bench press. We can see here, that's what we're checking here. Okay, so this is what we need to do, and based on the defense he's in, I'm thinking, okay, well, we're gonna run the ball. I want to get the easy yards. When I play against this type of defense, points are at a premium in my opinion, and what we need to do is try to avoid mistakes. Right now, I will admit, when I play certain players, I get in my own way sometimes, and I think that's what I did a little bit here. Was I was trying to get in my own way instead of picking up the first down and running for 3 more yards and then getting to 4th and 1. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the pass here, and we throw it, and we get those accurate passes, which are thrown sort of like behind the receiver. Now I know he was probably upset that that wasn't picked off. I'm upset it wasn't thrown accurately, so we'll cancel out there. So now we're going to get here to 4th and 4, and I'm going to have my idea of what we want to do here. So again, this is obviously not a running down. I don't feel comfortable running here, but I know that I can, you know, manipulate what he's doing just a little bit here to try to create the space. And he chases the slant, and he's going to leave the post wide open. When he clicks on, he goes for the pick, and when you do that, that's 7 points our way. Shout out to us for the free points. I like the points, right? 7-0. I don't think I could have literally asked for a better start at all. Getting 7 on the first drive wasn't really even, it's obviously what I wanted. It's not what I expected to happen there. So we're going to go up a quick 7 here and sort of have to regroup. Okay, so I know what he wants to do on offense. I know that because I've watched him stream a lot. B, I've seen his ebook, so I'm coming in with a good knowledge base here. Not necessarily I was calling a scouting report, but just knowing the certain things he likes to do and how he wants to attack generally. So I feel that gives me a bit of an advantage here, right? Whenever someone plays a streamer or a YouTuber, someone that they watch a lot, you will have the tendencies of knowing what they like to do. Obviously more than the other way around. So I think that's a thing here. Plus, he has never played against my defense the way I'm running things here. So we see, like, he had the little crossing route kind of open there for a bit. And I know he loves to scramble with Vic. So I got stuck on my line there. So instead of just trying to run backwards and cover someone, I was trying to play the pseudo spiral for us and do as good of a job as possible. So right here, like, nothing's open, right? Nothing's open. He's going to get the ball away and avoid the sack, but 3rd and 12 is still pretty good. It could have been 3rd and 20. That would have been better for us. So both plays so far, we've really locked up. But 3rd and 12, 3rd and 12 is not even a super long down. Not even a super long distance here, really. So again, what we have to sort of watch out for is plays like that. He hits us there. Great play. Right in the heart of where we don't actually have anyone. He sets that up with the curl there very beautifully. So he gets the first down. Cool. You know, I ain't got no problem with that. But again, like, I'm worried about some little things that he wants to do. That's unfortunate. That pass was unfortunate for him. I don't even know how that's ever a drop. It should never be a drop. But it was a great read. So again, like, I'm worried about the running back. I'm worried about him getting real easy yards, throwing the wheels or curls, or just anything really easy. I want him to be passing through defenders, passing over defenders. That is my goal when I play defense, right? I want to keep you in front of my deeps, but above everything else. And right there, we caused the fumble. Now, we don't cause a lot of fumbles. Fumbles are super rare. That's really unfortunate for him. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Of course I'm gonna take it, but we do cause the fumble there with John Lynch, who I do like using. I don't feel anyone else uses John Lynch but me, but I really like John Lynch, and he causes a lot of turnovers. He causes a lot of plays and stuff for us. So while it's unfortunate for him, cheat him. Cheat him, cheat him, cheat him. He would take the fumble. I'm obviously going to take the fumble too here. So this is what we're doing now. If we were playing like slightly differently here, we see that Y was wide open. Y was wide open for a touchdown. I saw the deep third in the middle of the field there during the play, and I didn't realize it was going to drift away. So I sort of took my eyes away. I saw it, then I was like, okay, he's covered. I'm not going to throw it. And then watching back after, I was like, oh, he's not covered. He's not covered, so you should have thrown that, you moron. And then we threw again those passes there, which, I mean, maybe that one probably should have been picked. It probably should have been picked. So right here, we actually had a chance to hit deep, but I had rolled left. It's going right. That's a really far throw. So we just take the easy yards right there. We play a little cat and mouse, get him to send the spy down. We throw the pass, bam. Set us up for a nice, easy 4th and 2. And that's what we really need to do is right there. Yeah, it was a 3rd and 8. I would love a first down, but if I'm not confident in the first down, let me make this a little bit easier for myself, right? So I know here I actually have the tight end on the left on the corner out, and that was where my eyes were going. Totally a pre-snap read here, and I threw it honestly late. I threw it late. If I throw it on the break, we probably do better. But I didn't throw it on the break because I had the post coming right there as well. So it was actually just a really bad play design and really bad timing by me, which means that we got an incomplete pass. And you know what? That's totally okay. Right here again, you know, he's a little playmaker here, but again, not much is open, right? I'll give him these 3 or 4 yards occasionally, right? Because maybe one time again he'll throw it late, or maybe we'll have a chance to cause another fumble, which would be ridiculous the way that this game plays. But nonetheless, it's still my mentality on defense isn't necessarily to gas him up, because I know that his reads are going to be on point. If I leave him a hole, he's going to hit it. What I have to do and make sure of is that I am switching things up slightly. I don't need to give him different looks. I don't need to give him different adjustments every single play, but occasionally I need to throw in different adjustments. Just ever so slightly, because I'm not looking to 4 and out him every time. And we'll look right there. Bam, Dawkins. And I know he had to hate that it was Dawkins who picked him off there. And I get why he was trying to throw the pass there down the sideline, but it didn't work. That doesn't really work there. That was not the best pass. That was not the best pass. Good for us. So now I'm feeling pretty confident here. Now, he is shooting our run very, very good. So that is not allowing us to just dominate the clock and dominate the game. If that was a thing, in my opinion, hey, you know, we'd be doing a lot better. But it's not. So again, instead of doing maybe what I feel would be a better situation for us, I'm not. So right here, again, I'm looking, and it's just covered. It's just bench press. It's just bench press. The receivers get tired after they get open. So, and that's what I really hate about bench press. Like, don't make me tired mid-play. Please, please. So what I do here instead was sub people out, come into something else, right? Because I at this point, it's a gamesmanship thing right here. So I came out with something else with the fresh set of receivers so they are not tired. So then I can go ahead and do what I want here. And I actually messed up. I messed up, but he ran into me and he got defensive pass interference. So I'll take it. I'm gonna accept every penalty, you know, every single time. So again, while we have these receivers, giving our starters isn't necessarily a breather here. I'm not trying to score here. I'm trying to take a play with positive yards. I don't care if we got to 2nd and 8. I need the fresh legs back in the game. So that's a break play. That's a free play, right? Whatever happens, happens. And then those types of plays, I don't want to take a sack. I don't want to lose yardage. We're in field goal range. The clock is in our favor right now. It feels like we're going to be in a pretty good spot here to take this down. So this time, instead of trap, we run inside zone there. See how he can get that. Again, trying to take the clock down and go up with a 2-score lead going to half. Pretty simple, pretty basic at this point, right? He's given us the ball back pretty quickly twice. So we don't need to do much here to take control of the game. Going up 14 would be great, but going up 14 with 2 minutes left is going to give him a lot of time. If we can go up 14 or 10 with 30 seconds left, that's honestly a much more favorable position, because it's going to make it even harder for him to score that 7, harder for him to score that 3 there. So that's sort of where my head is at, and that's why we have 2 clock on, right? If we get 7 here, phenomenal. If we get 3, I'm cool with it, right? Again, right here, we're just gonna try see if we can get a pass here, and he's gonna cover it all pretty well. It's covered pretty good. So we eat the sack. The reason we don't throw the ball away, it stops the clock. This way at least forces him to use a timeout. Again, playing smarter, playing with how things go. We could have easily thrown the ball away. We're outside the pocket. There's just no point. Just advance and move on, right? That's what we have to do. So we did the little motion here. I wasn't sure if he was going to be manned up over there or how it was going to work. But he had the deep zone there, which really sort of hurt us. And then right there, as we are rolling, we're pushing back into deeper field goal range. I find that when I am rolling and I get sacked, I have a higher tendency of fumbling. I don't want to fumble here. So instead of saving the clock or making him use a timeout, this time we do it differently. Since we're outside the pocket, really rolling, throw the ball away, secure the 3 points as opposed to the timeout, because the 3 points is more important there at the end of the game. So he gets the ball with 1:14 and 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to move downfield. Not the world's most time, right? Especially when our defense is predicated on keeping them in front of us. Now, what we have to do differently here too is at a certain point decide, when do we want to take away the flat, right? When do we want to take away the sidelines for him? And so obviously we do that there. We leave the middle wide open. Again, that's fine because it's either a big clock chunk or a timeout. Again, I'm cool with either one of those things. So right here, again, we're just trying to do this. He throws in bounds. He gets tackled in bounds and he uses his timeout. So now he's out of timeouts. I might have hurried up there instead, held on to that timeout. I don't blame him either way. I don't think you were in a wrong position either way. But this is sort of the situation we are. So again, I'm watching the running back, wanting to see where he's going, and he gets unfortunate again. I mean, how many times has he been unfortunate in this game? 3 or 4, right? It's a couple. He's getting a little cheated. I hate saying that, but it's the truth. Again, right here, he's gonna have the running back there. We chased across. I should have probably tried to, you know, get to him quickly there, but thankfully we do tackle him inbounds, and it causes him to have to spike. He's gonna lose it down. He's gonna lose the time. Cool. We're down to 30 seconds, but he's 100% in field goal range now. Right, barring a big sack, he's gonna get points. So, even now, I really want to make sure that the sideline is gonna be not where we want him to get to. So again, he's gonna try to get there, and he actually runs backwards. Instead of trying to worry about the yards, he worries about the clock. Super smart play. Super smart play here. But it gets him to 3rd and 6. So at this point, if he doesn't pick up the first time, he's got to kick the field goal anyway, right? So he runs a screen. I did not see screen. I don't know. Is that the first screen he's run all year? Like, I've never seen him run a screen before. So right here again, 4th and 2. He could go for it, but that clock is going to really churn if he doesn't get out of bounds. Risk the 3 points. He does the smart thing here. He takes the 3. Now, even though we're going to get the ball here, I'm going to tell you a secret. We don't do anything with it. So we'll hop back. We'll come back into the second half here and see where this game picks up. We join back here. Second half, up 7. Dubby is getting the ball. Okay. And again, that's fine. But we're still in the up position here, right? Even though we've scored on all of our drives and he scored on 1 of 3 of his drives, it's still only a 7-point game. That's the way Madden goes. That's just the way Madden goes, right? So we didn't score on all of our drives. We believe we had a bad one, but whatever. Come on. So again, like he runs the ball there. He's gonna play it safe because he still needs to get the points, right? And so I'm still waiting for him to take something else and do something else, but we get pressure finally. And one thing to notice is if you watch that play back, he had nobody in the middle of the field there. Everyone was on the sidelines. The sidelines are the easiest place to guard. The middle is just, it worked out in our favor because there was nowhere for him to go. It was throw away or get sacked. So right here, again, I'm watching, but we go for the hit stick here, and oh my God, we give him the first down. If we conservative tackle there, it's probably a 4th and 3. Who knows if we stop him on the 4th and 3, but it's still 4th down. And we went for the hit stick, hoping for fumble. Just bad play by us. Honestly, it was a bad play by us there. Little small things like that sometimes are what really change a Madden game around and make it work. So again, right here, I'm watching Reggie Bush. I'm watching. I'm waiting for him to playmaker or do something. He finally does playmaker. He's gonna get some good yards there. So when I'm standing there, I know he's got him, and I know he wants to playmaker him, but he's waiting to see if somebody is gonna break back up field on a route bounce up into the middle of the field. So that's where I was behind Bush instead of in front of him there, because if I'm in front of him, we have no chance of making it to the deeper play at all, right? At all. So we can give up 6-7 yards, or we can give up 20-25 yards. I'll give up the 6 or 7. Well, again, just playing it smart, playing it safe. So he starts to actually run the ball here, which not like him at all. But it's moving the sticks for him. The good thing is it's also moving the clock, and we have the lead. And that's all I care about, is that we have the lead, right? So again, right here, he's got multiple routes open. He had the flat open. I was sure he would throw it there, but he squeaks that one in there. And again, how we squeak that one in there is because the little things I'm going to do differently on certain plays. Sometimes that's open, sometimes that's not, right? And what I need it to be is when it's not open, him to throw it, and when it is open, him to not look there. So again, you play the game. You play the game as good as possible. So again, you see, we're just, I'm not over adjusting either, which is the key. A lot of times people are, I'm gonna man everyone up, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. But he throws that, does catch it. Again, it was a curl. Fine, no problems there. But again, look, he's had the ball the whole quarter. I don't remember a drive he's had this year which has been this much of a drive. But the low pass there just fits it in. The fact that we don't have acrobat on our players there is why he was able to fit that in as well. If we had acrobat, we probably get some sort of diving SWAT animation. Doesn't complete it, but we don't. That's the difference right there. So we get to the fourth quarter. He comes out heavy. He comes out heavy. And my run D against this particular formation, I know the inside stuff really helped there, but generally it's pretty good. Right? I have a very good idea of how to shoot the gaps and get where I need to be. But I also know it's Dubby. He's got Vic. He's gonna want to do something with Vic here. So we have the spy, and we have the spy out here ready. We're just standing. We're just watching. So here we send the spy. He throws the ball. He gets a bad route bounce, but I feel like we were right there, pretty close regardless. And we are gonna pick six it to the house to go up 17-3. And that's exactly why I love to get people down into the red zone. You can do what you want in between the 20s, but inside the 20, that's my area. I am going to make you work. You are going to make a mistake at some point, and it worked, and we did it to go up 17-3. Now, while this is a 14-point game, it looks like, oh my god, it's 2 scores. This game was really close at this point. Like, it was, if he threw that pass a little earlier, it's a tie game, right? So that pick really was, it was a true 14-point swing. So at this point, I haven't had the ball. No offensive plays in the second half, right? None. And we've extended our lead. And he's taken 5/8 of the half, give or take, right? However you want to say it. A lot of it's gone. So right here, again, now he's going to have to make things happen. If he wants to throw something like that, cool. We actually leave him out there. He gets hit. He drops the ball. Yeah, the drop is good. It brings him to second down. But I want the clock to run. I would kind of prefer if he caught that there. So this play right here, we actually end up sending a little bit of heat at him. It gets in. I don't know what he did to let that get in, but it does. And it's a huge sack. And then more time is gone. So I don't know what he was doing here at the end. And like how so I don't, that's not a blitz. How Lawrence Taylor got in there, I have no idea what happened, right? I have no idea what happened, but that's what happened. And at that point, he was mad. He quit. I don't blame him. That last play was kind of garbage, but a lot of the plays went my way. I was very fortunate. I can admit that. I thought we played pretty well, defensively at least. I'm happy. I'm happy with how the game went. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be here next time. I'm out. Peace.